I am back, and I am back fast with my second take of the day. Once again, I'm back, and I'm back with my second take of the day. I want to get a little bit more into detail about that IBF Super Middleweight Championship that I experienced on June 24th, 1995. As much as it was a painful day for me as a fan of Vinny Paz, number one Paz Idiac fan, um, I thank my cousin for bearing with me that day, like being upset the whole ride home. Uh, and just being hurt, just really depressed. I had a lot of other stuff going on in my life at that time, but Paz always gave me a little bit of something to look forward to, and just had a lot of got a lot of inspiration from him. But let me get back to that in a second. You know, I'm determined when I'm on my diet. When I went to one of my favorite spots, it's a burger place. I'm not going to say what it is, but and I had a salad. My wife's birthday was a couple days ago, and we went to breakfast, and went to a diner. I had a turkey burger and egg white omelet and coffee. Then we came home. She said she wanted to go to lunch. She didn't want to go. We wound up going to a burger place that I love that I've been going to for like 38 years. And I had a salad. It was delicious. The salad was delicious, but she had the burger that I love. And I just sat there and I drank diet soda, a burger. I did have a piece of her cake because I said I would. I didn't want to. And I had a little Cool Whip on it. She wanted me to put ice cream on it. I was like, I'm not going with the ice cream, but I did put a little Cool Whip on it. Very small piece for me to even have a small piece of cake that I didn't even like, but I ate it for her because it was her birthday. All right, saying all that, I'm focused, as you can see, as I'm saying. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm telling you. All right, so June 24th, 1995, I was a 22-year-old young man in the prime of my life. Vinny Paz was 32 years old. He was challenging who would then be the great, probably the best probably middleweight in my lifetime. He was up there probably with Sugar Ray Robinson. I would say Sugar Ray Robinson was probably the best fighter of all time, besides Paz. Vinny Paz, that's my guy. Um, but Jones was undefeated. He had beaten James Toney and James Toney. They went 12 rounds, but Toney couldn't do anything. Couldn't get off. And I knew Paz was ready, and they were disrespecting Paz. You know, I think he was like a 101 underdog, and Paz was already a two-time world champion. Came back from a broken neck. Um, had won at that point 30 something fights. I could get 39 fights, I believe. I can get the exact, but 39 fights, and he hadn't lost in 6 years. So he came back from a broken neck. He was already a two-time world champion, but he had won already at that point 4 championships, and he was going, oh man, I would love to get that super middleweight championship, but he had to get through Roy Jones. And I knew that they were mad that Paz got the chance because they said he was Italian and it was politics, which we know boxing can be, but Paz was up there. Paz was probably the top 3 super middleweight at that time. But Paz was 5'7". Jones was what, 5'11". Paz moved up, but Jones moved up too. But Jones started off, I believe Jones started off he might have been a junior middleweight, but he definitely was a middleweight, and then became a super middleweight. But cool little thing also was when Paz fought Vinny Borghese in 1989 in Atlantic City. Roy Jones had his professional debut, and that was his first fight. He had fought on it was NBC Sports. Marv Albert and Freddie Pacheco did the fight. I was a 17-year-old young guy in high school going into my senior year, but Jones did fight on Paz. Paz was the main event, and so you think 6 years later, here they were fighting in 2 different weight classes. I mean, Paz had moved up from lightweight. Paz started at 135 as a pro in 1983, and Jones started as a pro in 1989. We should have won gold, but so amazing little catch story right there. Paz beat Borghese that day, knocked him down like 5 or 6 times. They finally stopped the fight, I believe, in the 10th round, and Jones won it easy for his first fight. And tremendous speed. You know, his jab was incredible. I mean, I was there ringside. Um, but like I said, we were with Paz 10 days before that fight. 9 days, 11 days before. I think it was no, it was 9 days. Yeah, it was June 15th. He was supposed to spar, but he didn't that day, and he said he had a rib cage problem. Um, he felt guilty. He didn't want to, but Paz was always in great shape. Um, so he was challenging Jones after he had beaten Roberto Duran twice, and we know Duran was old, but Duran could still punch, and they had a good, close first fight. Paz took care of him, and then they fought again because Duran complained, And Paz, yeah, so he's ready to take on the best. And Jones was 26, Paz was 32. Paz had a nice flurry in the first round and had a really good 30 seconds in the second round, and that kind of was it. And then they would always make a big deal about round three, I believe it was, or round four, that Paz didn't land a punch. But it wasn't like, oh, then he was like, oh, I'm not going to land a punch. So they made it like CompuBox. It was the first time in boxing history that a fighter has never landed. If it was just landing a punch, Paz could have just got in there and took a punch, took a couple more and got a punch in. But no, but defensively, Jones was tremendous. And he was tremendous. He had just tremendous God-given ability. Paz had God-given ability too, but a little small. Paz wanted the fight to continue going, but he got caught. He got caught. And that was it. And then Paz had a nice interview with him last year. He went to the Hall of Fame. I liked Jones was talking about him, how tough he was, and he's just a courageous guy. And that's why he really didn't want to fight him. He said because he knew Paz wasn't going to quit, wasn't going to, and he didn't want to hurt him if he got an opportunity. Unfortunately, he did hurt Paz, with the knockdowns. And Paz would take a whole year off and then come back, and we were back in that same place, Atlantic City. And Paz was losing the first 3 rounds to Rosenblatt, and then knocked Rosenblatt out in the 4th round, which was another. I'll get to that on another date when that fight happened, August 23rd, 1997. We'll talk about that on another day. 1996, I'm sorry. Talk about that another day. So, yeah, I'm a huge Vinny Paz fan, but he was Pazienza at the time, and I'm a huge, of course, Packer fan. So I just wanted to give you a little take on the history of that fight. But my cousin and I driving, man. I was 22 years old. I was probably about 180 that day, too, 178. Stronger, we were playing flag football. I don't want to bore you. Anyway, so this date in history, Pazienza and Jones. It was called The Devil and Mr.Jones. Unfortunately, a sad day for me, but life does go on. I'm grateful to be here talking about it with you fine folks. Everybody have a great day. Go, Pack, go. And, of course, Vinny Paz, my man, Hall of Famer. And so is Roy Jones. Go, Pack, go. Congrats.